Hello, I'm Marty. Welcome to Codographer. So this video, instead of programming, we are going to be fixing a Dodge Intrepid 2000. That's the year it is. So if your heat is not working on your Dodge Intrepid 2000, this video should give you a fix. If you have a later version, I know that this guy did one on the 2001 model. There should be a link in the description below. You can check that out, and that guy's video is very helpful. It gave us a good direction of where to go, but there is a bit of a difference between the 2000 and the 2001 Intrepid, so that's why I'm making this video. So hopefully this video will help you out if you are having issues with your heat not working on your car. So I'm going to be fixing today with my dad in the video. It's actually a very surprisingly easy fix. All you have to do is just flip this little flap from hot to cold, and that's all you have to do. Much to my chagrin, after I tried to fix the belt, checked every wire, every fuse, and it was all just a little flip. So hopefully this helps you out. One thing programming definitely teaches you and is applicable in real world is that there's often one more way to actually solve a problem. The simplest way is probably the best way. So hopefully this helps you out. With that said, let's go to the video. So this is the 2000 Intrepid. Oh, what a beautiful car this is. They built the whole car around the battery. They started with the battery, and then they started with the little fan that we're about to deal with today to deal with the heating, because the heating's not working. Totally a nightmare. They must have had cataracts when they built this car. So anyways, the fuses are over here on this panel here, but it wasn't that problem. And we had a broken belt on the front here, which is a complete nightmare. You gotta literally pull all this crap out of here just to get to the belt way down there and pull this forward. Lots of patience, lots of love for the car without going mad crazy. Now, so we had to put that belt on the air conditioning unit, and we thought that was that, but it wasn't that. Okay, so it's this panel here that has to come out first. If you take that out first, this is the problem that we have here. All you got to do is take a screwdriver and pop that loose, and it'll pop right out. Now this one works, but this one didn't work anymore, and this one didn't work anymore. These two knobs. So this knob I'll show first, and that was this one here. You got it underneath. During the video you'll get an understanding, but so this panel comes off, then this tube got to come out of there, and there's this little fan here, and I'll show where that is. Let me dig my head under there. So it's this thing right here. You can see now, just be patient. If you've lacked any patience in life, this will help you get all of it in one lesson. Just have a light that keeps blinking. Hopefully that's better focus. So it's this little knob there. So then when the electrical went on it, we couldn't get it. So we had to, well, I turned it. I was showing how to turn it, now I forget which way I'm supposed to go. Can you turn the car back on?
Sure.
Which way? Okay, so that's in your face. So you got to turn it this way, like that. Is that going good or not?
Yeah, no, it's going on the floor.
That's the one we want. So it's just this thing here. You have to manually turn. Can you turn it off, please? So you have to manually turn that now, because I got no. This is a year 2000 car, and you know, we need it for the winter. All these extra buttons and gadgets aren't really necessary for this. What you're gonna need to do is take out these 3 screws. You can see it there. It's kind of a hard spot to get decent focus, but you can see these 3 screws and this thing. That's how it sits up there. You got to pull that off first. So it'll be taking this screw out, and that. Okay, this screw out, and this screw out. There's 3 screws, and that's what I have to come off first. Then you'll see there's that little gear, and that fits in that little hole up in there, in here.
up in here. So this one was the one that wasn't working. If you look at it from the... Can you hold that there, Marty, or what?
Yep.
Just so they can see what it looks like here. So we had to pull that loose. You'll have to pull yours loose. There, and then it has to all go back together eventually. Oops, no, what did I do? Yeah, so then this one here, what will happen is it's on the setting that is set now. I'm not going to put any of this back in there because this isn't even working because none of the electricity, because there's an electrical issue. And you got to replace a harness with this. It's a year 2000, 20-year-old car. You're not going to do much with it, are we, Marty?
No, at this point, you just get it working as best you can. And
yeah, I mean, they're a fairly cheap car to buy when they got problems like this. But if you can get them going and to something, hey, then it can be a real gift. So now that was this one. So now it's just going to be basically blowing up top here. If we want to change it, all we got to do is turn that little wheel again. That little wheel underneath of here, which we were just looking at. Now this one, this is the heat. It was blowing out of these fans, and we were just getting...
Cold air.
Cold
That's
air.
all we're getting.
And did that make you feel good for the winter?
Unless you're a true Canadian.
Truly Canadian Arctic. So what we did is, now we need to turn... so now we turn them up towards the top so that it'll blow for the
Defrost the windshield.
That's correct, which is what we need. So now we're going to go underneath again, and then we'll show you the other lever, which is over here, and it's that one there. And so Marty will cut this to the way he wants, and then there's this little hole here. Now I can see it actually really well with the focus better. And there's a little flap in there, and you just push your fingers in there, and you push the flap the other direction. And then you don't have to take any of this apart or any of that. Just all you got to do is pull the tube off, and then just flip that flap, bloop, the other direction. And then you turn the heat back on, and all of a sudden you'll have heat. And that's really all we're after. And then when we put this all back together, we can adjust it with this fan, which was, fortunately, we didn't have a wiring issue with the fan. Now we got that flap turned, so Marty will put this all back together, and then we'll have the heat where we need it. Okay.
It won't be cold in the winter.